Hey, this is Adina. You guys are Beyond the Veil. Welcome. Love you. Happy Friday, all that good stuff. So I'm going to circle around and read Cassie. I think this is my third time reading her. I haven't read her in a while. Let me take a sip of my Ensure. Yes, I drink Ensure like a baby or an old person because after I had that cancer scare, I found out that a lot of it was stress and anxiety. And whenever I'm stressed and anxious like that, I lose a lot of weight. And I wasn't eating because I was so stressed and busy with the business and stuff like that. And I had lost a lot of weight. So my doctor told me to drink Ensures with my meals and all that good stuff. And it seemed to have worked because I've already gained some of my weight back. So I'm going to read Cassie and see how she's doing with everything going on around her and what her involvement is moving forward is going to be. How's this going to turn out for Cassie? All right, Most High Mother and Father God, please allow me to conjure up the spirit and the soul of Cassie Ventura, or Cassie Fine. I believe that's her new last name. I don't know a lot about her husband, but allow me to conjure up the spirit, the soul of Cassie. Diddy Cassie. That Cassie. Cassie, come here. Cassie, what is your involvement with Diddy being arrested? How are things going with you now that Diddy is arrested? Are you laying low? Are you working with the feds? What would be the outcome for you and your involvement in this case against Diddy? Cassie, talk to me about the case against Diddy. Talk to me about the case against Diddy, Cassie, and the part that you play in it, and how things are going with you currently now that Diddy is locked up and the spotlight is on both he and you. All right. Well, Cassie currently feels like it's not over yet. It's not over just yet. And that's probably because he hasn't been sentenced. For her, when he is sentenced, she will feel like she can breathe easy. When he is sentenced and she knows how long and just how much. When he's sentenced, then she'll know just what's what. Or rather, he makes it to his sentencing. She's wondering if he will make it to his sentencing. It's just so much that's up in the air right now for her and for everyone involved. Challenging is her being low-key during all of this. That is a challenge because it seems to be paparazzi everywhere she goes, and she would like to remain unseen for witness protection. She could want to be granted witness protection. She could be asking for it now because of how much the paparazzi is following her, knowing she is a witness for the prosecution. So her staying safe while the trial and everything is impending and taking place is a concern for her. There's also a concern that he could get out somehow. So that's why it's the death in reverse for Cassie. The first thing I felt in her was, it ain't over just yet for me. Like, I'm not safe just yet until his fate is sealed in some way. This is a surrender of some sort. I think that she thought that he was going to surrender. She might have been told that he was planning to surrender. And I believe I heard that he was trying to, but the feds wouldn't allow him or something like that. And that was a strategic move. So in the recent past, it seemed like she was concerned about him being able, him surrendering as well. The near future, the Tower. The moment we've all been waiting for is coming. It hasn't even happened yet. There is a Tower moment that's going to knock us off our feet more than Diddy getting arrested, because we all sensed and smelled that the probability was high for that to come. But what's coming next? Another because of what Cassie has revealed in the takedown of Diddy. She feels like, and I feel like, you guys, honey, the money and the money makers that are involved, the business enterprise that really goes on, she doesn't want it to be relegated to just a freak off. No. This was a business that was going on, that was funded by big people. There were investors who benefited from these freak offs. There was financial benefit. This was a business that she feels like she doesn't want people to miss. And that's probably a lot of what the Tower card is going to be. That we're going to go from kikiing because of the baby oil and the freakiness to no. This is some real shit. There are women who are going to go down with Diddy that we never suspect. His mother. We are going to be surprised about what we find out about her. I'll probably read her next. And other big name women that we wouldn't expect to be in freak offs. I did this reading last night. This obviously was a sex business, a prostitution ring. But Diddy and whomever his female counterpart was were never the major player. Diddy was a do-boy, a powerful one to us, and you know, us lowly people, regular people, not lowly, regular, non-celebrity people, and even to celebrities people, he wasn't lowly. But when it comes down to running this kind of enterprise as he was, you don't get to do that as a black man off of the strength of just you. We know that there's a bigger sect of power ruling this world. And at the tippy top, at the apex of it, they don't look like this. Some of them, maybe one or two of them. But they don't look like Diddy. They don't come from the hip hop world. This also feels like record companies. I mentioned in my Kevin Lyles video yesterday, them stepping down because they help. They're a bigger part, like a tier up from Diddy in the prostitution and all the smuggling, because they're the gatekeepers of careers, the ones who own labels and can sign deals. They can open the door for you or make sure it's never open. And so they're the ones who put the opportunities to step into the bad side in front of you and cause you to be in situations where you're a victim of something, because they're dangling things in front of you. Diddy was a lower level executive, but there were bigger executives than him. And above those executives, even they answered to bigger entities. This is a hierarchy of relationships in the smuggling enterprise and trafficking enterprise that Diddy just did a lot of the groundwork for. He was like the one to turn the people out. That was his job, to conduct the activities that other people established and to facilitate them. Because that was his zhuzh. He was a freak like that. So that was his importance. hopes and fears with Cassie is that the collateral damage in all of taking down Diddy is reliving all of the horrible things that were her life at some point. The willing and unwilling things that she did or had done to her, all of it, just reliving it all, because she's still healing from it all. The outcome is strength for Cassie. So Cassie will prevail because she is protected, and she has the protection of the law this time in the situation with Diddy. She will be a strong witness, and she will come out victorious over Diddy. She will win. She started this. Seems like she will end it. Clarifying the strength for the outcome for Cassie. There will be possibly a smear campaign against her to make her a less credible witness, saying that she fought Diddy too, and she participated. Everybody was consenting. So it makes her look less credible as a victim. It's one of the things that she will prevail over. But her truth and the evidence that backs it up, because everything she says, including the things that she's done, because in the spilling of tea about Diddy and everything else, she absolutely said, and yes, I did this, this, and this, and I did this, this, and this. She even told on herself. Everything she said checks out. And that's why the smear campaign against her won't work. Like I said, she agreed to a lot of the things that she participated in, bringing in and sleeping with the people that were brought in, being one of the alleged prostitutes. You know, she'll say that she wasn't always forced, and at the beginning it was great. It's like over the course of 10 years, she can't come out completely white, but she'll cop up and own up to that, and her truth checks out. In their attempt, if they do make attempts to sabotage her, won't work. The near future with the tower, I want to see what that tower moment is. This is something that maybe Cassie didn't even see coming. Or was waiting to happen. Justice. Someone else could get arrested. Someone very big. Maybe someone very, very big and beloved to the fans. Maybe another very high-powered celebrity. It almost feels like a death attempt or a murder that they may have gotten away with for some time. It's almost like the fans were waiting to see what was going to happen next and who would be taken down next. So it's like, that's the part that we knew was coming. But I don't know if everybody is prepared for who it is. This is some information that even Cassie didn't give them relating to who gets legally involved next. This is something from somebody else or the feds themselves uncovered. But this isn't something that Cassie shared with them, allegedly. It's like she knew that they had something to do with it, but she didn't have any information on it herself to give. That's going to be interesting. All right, I want to look at this Empress in reverse and then the women involved, there's some woman or women involved. I see children here. Somebody liked children or allegedly dated children. This could be a woman. They could have tried to disassociate themselves by taking money to not talk back in when Diddy was paying off people. There are accusations that came. This feels like Mary J. Blige, allegedly, because of that guy, what is Freddie Boy or something like that, that said when he was a young boy, maybe a minor, Mary was diddling with him. Could be Mary J. Blige. I'm not saying she's the next Tower moment, but looking into the women that seem to be going to be associated with Diddy. I look at the lovers and then in there, because I want to look at the real ring, not Diddy's ring, but you know, the entire enterprise. This is not Diddy's enterprise. He's just the one that runs it, oversees it. He's the operations director of the business. Now, the ones that could really be affected by Diddy's trial, they're watching to see how things will go, to see if Diddy needs to stay in or stay out. Because there are crows here, and I believe there are 10 of them. So they're watching to see how this goes, if Diddy talks, what the feds have, to see if Diddy needs to stay in Earth or stay out of Earth. The ones higher up above. It seems like they will try to offer him help of some sort, as long as he stays quiet. But if he accepts the plea deal that the feds are going to or are currently offering him, they'll see fit to it that he doesn't make it to trial, because they're not going to want to be implicated. Notice the archangel on this card and the archangel on this card. They aren't going to be implicated. They will pay someone in the jail to help if they have to. So the powers that be are watching this to see how it goes for them. All right, good luck, Cassie. Ooh, love you guys. Bye.